दिल दिया गल्ला दिल दा हाल सुनावा आजा तेरिया खुशबुआं तुर पे मेरे असान जीना मेरा नाल तेरा तू कर एतबार मेरा मैं करूँ इंतजार तेरा तू दिल तो यूं जान मेरी मैं तेनू समझा वाक्य ना तेरे बजूदा मोनेटाइजेशन तो आई नहीं ना जीना मेरा नाल तेरा तू कर एतबार मैं करूँ इंतजार तेरा तू दिल तो यूं जान मेरे जान तेरे दिल ने चुन लिया मेरे दिल हाँ हाँ ये बड़ी वाली बिल्ली आ गई वो क्या भाग गई सब
One, two, three, four, two, two, three, four. One, two, breathe, three, four, and
मेरे दिल में चुन लिया तेरे दिल दिया तू जा मेरे नाल तोरे
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot. One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and
कौन सा स्टेचू ऑफ है बना रहे? इलेक्ट्रो आ रहा है क्या? इलेक्ट्रो ही होगा. सही.
A new punch.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Where do you think you're going?
Boba, get them! Life goes on.
Need more.
Where do you think you're going?
Over here!
I'll be back.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Zip on up!
I'll be back.
Be amazed!
Lucky today. Come on. Take this. Thunderclap.
Boba, get them! Race you!
You won this one.
Surprise!
Where do you think you're going?
Over here!
Caramba!
Where do
It's the fire! That really hurt!
I'll be back.
Life goes on. Like...
Bad.
Yeah.
पानी के नीचे जाओ कैसे? Reach that destination within a time limit.
Yeah.
Save the result take away. अब ऊपर कहाँ से चढ़ो? मेरे दिल में छुन लिया।
Surprise! Over here! The scent of treasure.
Filter on red. La 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 la. Let's go down to the bank. Now ये सब तो मैं निकाल रहा हूँ.
Over here!
पैर को घूम रहा है. यही है तो. अरे
Surprise! Nice and spicy!
Here!
Ship on up! Scuba, get them!
Lightning flash!
Nice and spicy! Nice and spicy. Guys.
Teleport to Samara City. No summer.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing. Add Astra Abyss.
पता नहीं किस काम आते हैं लेकिन
Add Astra. मेरे ख्याल से विश करना चाहिए यार। कितना है मेरे पास? 3 है ऑलरेडी। 5 चाहिए ना तो। देखते हैं क्या 5 स्टार मिलता है। चलो 4 स्टार मिला तो कम से कम। क्या है यार, तो क्या करूंगा मैं? कैरेक्टर कैरेक्टर। अरे यार, स्टैंडर्ड बैनर भी हरानी है सालों। क्योंकि एक बार मुझे देता है।
वेपन भी अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा मेरे को 14 में किया था मैं इसलिए इसका वेपन purchased from the trainer shop and activated played laser मेरे जाना पड़ेगा मेरे जाना वीडियो में
Over here. The key here is consumer psychology. Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
पुराने कमीशन है ना उन लोगों को पहले कर लेता हूँ ये सब बहुत बड़े बड़े हैं लोगों को पहले कर लेता हूँ छोटे छोटे वालों को
Surprise!
Is there a new request from the academy?
No news.
here.
Không thấy cái gì hết cả. Đây phức tấn chứ không phải.
Entering standby mode. I hope nobody disturbs me.
लग रहा है कि के अलावा और मेरे को देगा नहीं कुछ है. Talk to Augustus.
Surprise!
Auto estate. Look at it, auto estate. क्या मेरे को अंदर जाना पड़ेगा.
There are still documents.
जहाँ पे ट्रायंगल बना हुआ है पूरा रेपुटेशन लेवल. चलो ठीक है. La 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 la.
Zip on up.
Udah bang, udah arah udah bang. Rất khổ sở. Saya akan aktif bersama mechanism. हम mechanism को चेक करके एक्टिवेट करना है भाई. चढ़ क्यों जाते हैं यार, चढ़ना बहुत पसंद है. WHT, WH. WHT, WH. Adriana harap dengan gimana ada
Seems Lenny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
Nhưng mà lần này rồi nhưng mà đây không nhớ lúc bây giờ lọ của đời rồi nhưng mà là chỉ là từ trên nó biết hay không một trận hay tính đồ vào này người ta muốn biết cái gì thì tất cả mọi người Reaching at the front door mà nó cố tình chắc chắn mình cứ ra lấy ở đây rồi
Tea is ready. Now it's time for a short rest.
ta chưa hay được cái Wait, cannot super TWS TWS कितने बार करना है भाई इसको? हाँ, ट्रेजर लूटने पहले चले हुए।
Surprise!
इसके दुश्मन है तो ऐसी बड़ी बात रखिए, बताओ इधर दुश्मन बोल रहे हैं तो कभी हर बिल्डर बोल रहे हैं। लड़ाई करवाएगी लग रहा है।
There's no end to this.
Another test subject. That team.
Didn't quite dust.
Let them not.
Cry.
I'm the frog pit. It's the fire. Eat this. Go. Yeah.
Picked the wrong test subject. What's one more?
Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Over here.
Yes.
Fairy, fall before me.
Here.
It's over. Really?
Thunderclap. Finally, I.
Frozen. Crisp.
Nice and spicy.
Have a load of this.
Wheel of life.
Precious resource.
Yeah. Surprise! See you later.
Can't run.
It's the fire. Hey, yeah.
dapat keluar lagi ya. No, only zero, nothing that is one that is same. Yeah, this contact will be for side available. Yeah, that's fine. ये zero है. एक इसको बनाते हैं तो शुगर इसमें भी लगेगा और ये भी होना जीरो ये भी जीरो आएंगे शुगर इसमें भी लगेगी पहले किसको बनाते हैं बिल्कुल शुगर रहा तो मेरे बनेगा कौन कोई नहीं मैच कौन जीता यार आईपीएल में एक रन से जीत गई एपिसोड चलो भाई अलकामी क्या है रे अरे
Over here!
कस्टमर कौन है मेरा
Surprise! Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast. The key here is consumer psychology. Join the adventure.
This is a picture taken by the camera
Seems Lenny is saying some strange...
कहाँ से स्टडी करूँ भाई
It's really warming. The key here is consumer psychology.
चढ़ रहा है क्या वो? इसका भी देखने ही थोड़ा लग रहा है।
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast. The key here is consumer psychology. The key here is consumer psychology.
मास्टर
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Finally, a seat with a view.
जाना भागना पे क्या खड़ा हो गया हूँ।
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is great.
But without any sunset...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which, after Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode.
That's great! But wouldn't it be a little, you know...
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense.
Okay, we will...
Contra. Ayo contra quest full है. Arcana quest full है. वही चलते चलते आर्गन क्वेस्ट कैसे खुल जाता है यार.
Step on up!
आइटम में वर्ल्ड के फिर कौन लोग आर्गन क्वेस्ट खोल दे रहे हैं.
Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Seelie over there?
ले नीचे गिरा दिया मेरे को अपना.
Seelie got to here and then disappeared.
जियो नहीं काम करता हूँ मैं इसको जियो ही बना देते हैं. यहाँ नीचे मुर्गे करके खड़ा रहता है. इसका कॉन्स्टलेशन नहीं खोला है. इसको कर रहा था इसको कर रहा था. खुला है. वो तो टेलीपोर्ट में कौन सा लॉक लिखा हुआ था वे Creo Pyro.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Seelie from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
अरे वाह यार एक मिनट हो गया
Obey!
उन दोनों को वो आने दो
My will embodied!
कहाँ से जाऊँ ऊपर रास्ता Destroy that up there.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Surprise! Look nice and spicy. Use the spotlight. Life goes on.
Unleash!
भागते कहाँ हैं वे
Obey! Zip on up.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
To dust!
Go. Orders given. Orders received.
Manifest!
Obey! Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The Seelie has disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Manifest! Unleash!
Zip on up!
Manifest!
Surprise! Let the magic begin! Do your master's bidding!
Terra smash! Quick!
Rise.
Unleash!
Adepti tricks.
Manifest! Unleash! Shit!
Boba, get them! Eat this! Over here! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
By ordinance divine!
Surprise!
Ah, तू गया.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. So luckily there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
ये इसका आवाज इतना एडवांस कैसे हो गया है?
Seelie's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Obey! Manifest!
Cue the spotlight.
Go. Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Nice and spicy.
Unleash! Manifest!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. You're toast.
Quick!
Unleash!
Nice and spicy.
Obey!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Yeah!
Manifest! Cryo incarnate!
Yeah!
Wheel of life.
Unleash!
Over here. Nice and spicy.
Terra smash!
Trip on them. Boba, get them.
Oh. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Obey!
Surprise.
Let the magic begin! Manifest! Do your master's bidding! Unleash! Nice and spicy! Eat this!
Quick!
Rise. Orders given. Orders received. Manifest! Obey! Over here!
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Step on us!
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite?
Karena baru gue boleh gitu.
So huge! That's true, but then again,
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get... Gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing, so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot...
Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired...
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help it. Let's buy one for Shenhua, too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
one trust you have met Shen-He. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shen-He to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking...
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shen-He have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen-He is human.
Oh, right. What? You knew already? So it's...
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human?
Well, to start with, her problems...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first found Shen-He by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shen-He, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile. Both that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which one dealt with the monster. Yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhua might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued,
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in a...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shen-He has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti art. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shen-He's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shen...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the human. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around...
There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shen-He. One has heard that a playwright in Liyue Harbor wrote an op. The play portrays her as making a stand to protect her...
Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with. Hey, so, Shenhua,
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, for this, I am very grateful and...
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of...
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other two items. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how... After all, sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Visiting?
Look! Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bylin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Seelie if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.